Hi students, welcome to my 10 Minutes Math channel. This is teacher Brenda here, and today we would be looking into part 20, how to calculate time duration, and this is an extended version. Now, again, you see this same triangle, okay? However, our question today would be a little bit more complicated, in which we are given specific dates. Now, what if we were given, say, 5th April at 9 a.m. Okay, an event started on the 5th April at 9 a.m. and it ended on 11th April at 11 p.m. Now that's very precise. Usually in the previous examples, we have seen calculating time duration in hours and minutes, like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock or something like that. But in this example, we have included even certain dates. For example, it now includes months from April 2020 until from 5th April 2020 to 11th April 2020. So in other words, our duration would involve calculating the number of days and also calculating the number of hours. How long exactly? Now, in order for us to complete or to answer this question, we could simply draw a line, okay, in which we could just say 9th April, okay, 5th April at 9 a.m. until 6th April at 9 a.m. at the same time. So from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m., you must understand that's 24 hours. So that's when one day has happened or has taken place, okay? And then from 6th April 9 a.m. until 7th April 9 a.m., that's 2 days. 7th April until 8th April, that's 3 days. 8th April until 9th April, that's 4 days. And 9th until the 10th, again, the time has not changed. It's 5 days, it's day 5. And up to 11th April, 9 a.m., we have covered 6 days. Now look at the time here. It's 11 p.m. So we are still in time. Okay, we are now only at 9 a.m. on 11th April. So at that point of time, we already have 6 days. Okay, at 11 a.m., at 9 a.m. on 11th April, we have solid 6 days. Now, all we need to calculate, or all that we need to do next, is to calculate the number of hours. That is from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. on that same day. How many hours is this? Again, take your end time and minus your start time. Remember, this is 11 p.m. So I'm going to take 2300, change it to the 24-hour system, subtract with 9 a.m., which is 0900 hours. And I would get 00. This is for the minutes, by the way. And then 23 minus 19, of course, I borrow. 13 minus 9 would be 4 here. And then 1 over here. So in other words, from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m., there was 14 hours, 14 solid hours. So what is my time duration? From 9 a.m. 5th April until 11 p.m. 11th April would be 6 days and 14 hours. Now this is more complex examples, okay, in which the method that you use sometimes can just be using a simple drawing like this, okay, without a much complicated, calculations. You really don't have to go all the way to that. As long as you can show your answer in a logical manner, your answer would be accepted. Okay, so let's clear the drawing and let's look at another example, okay? Over here, our question is, now we have a start time from 6th March 2020 until 7th May 2020. Now, note in this question, they haven't given us what time, say 9 a.m., 5 p.m. They never gave those kind of information. Instead, they just gave us a date. Okay, they just gave us a date. So 6th March 2020, assuming it's a sale, and it ended on 7th May 2020. Your task is to find out how many days, which is again, it's a type of time duration. You are calculating time duration. You are calculating the number of days. So because they have precisely given the months, you know, from March up to May, we should now break it down. And we know how many days does March have? How many days are there in April? How many days are there in May? Use your knuckles. So March has 31 days, April has 30 days, and May has 31 days. But however, we don't reach the end of May. We start on the 6th of March, okay? So if actually how do you calculate this, okay? So if you say it's 6th, you have to take in the 6th as well. So 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, you could just keep count in your hands or using your fingers, or you could just use the last date of the month minus when you started 6th and add 1. Okay, why do we add 1? Because we include this date as well. We include the 6th of March as a day. Okay, for example, a sale started on 6th March. Wouldn't you include? Wouldn't it be that when the shop opened that on 6th March, the sale already started? So you need to include 6th March as a day. So you take the last date in March, which is 31, minus the start, which is 6th, and add that one more extra date. Not extra day, it is that first date that you started. So 31 minus 6, you would have 25. 25 plus 1, you would have 26 days. So if you did counting one by one with using your fingers, you would also end up with 26 days. Now, of course, from 1st April until 30th April, there are 30 days. All right. So even if you took the formula 30, the last date in April, minus the first date in April, and you added 1, you would end up with 30 days. Can you see that? In April, there's just simply 30 days. It's the whole month that's taken into consideration. Now, in the month of May, you end on the 7th May, which means you can easily write just 7 days, okay, without complicating yourself with all this. But in case you needed to know, it's always the last date or the end, okay, minus the start, and you always add 1, okay, to include the day that you started, okay? So how many days is this? So all you need to do is make a grand total of all these. So 6 plus 7, that will give you 13. Over here, 5, 6, that would be 63 days altogether from 6th March until 7th May. Okay, so clear this. And we will look at one final question. And this one is a little bit more complicated because now it includes years. As you can see, from 5th December 2018, again, this is a start time. The end time was in 12th January 2021. So in other words, and what is the question asking us to do? It's asking us to find how many days were there from 5th December until 12th January. But please note, this is not like December and then the next month is January. This is 2018 and this is 2021. So between 2018, 5th December, we have 2019, we have 2020, and we have 2021. Let's start. So we'll start with the first year, 2018. You start calculating how many days are there from 5th December until 31st December. All you need to do, take 31 days, the last date here, minus 5, the first date, and plus 1. And how much would that be? 31 minus 5, that's 26. 26 plus 1 would be 27 days, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. And then look at 2019. Now, from 1st January 2019 until 31st December 2019, now we also should know that this is a normal year in which we would have 365 days. Without any problem or much calculation, we don't have to calculate because we already know in a normal year there are 365 days. Now, you should also be aware, okay, of or take note that certain years may be a leap year. So there is a video on how to know or how to calculate whether a year is a leap year. And in our example, the year 2020 is a leap year. So how many days are there altogether? And of course, you know, we'll have to add one more extra day. That would make it 366 days, okay, in 2020, in the year 2020. Now coming to the year 2021, and we want how many days are there from the 1st to the 12th? Obviously, it's just 12 days. So take the last date minus the first date and plus 1, you would still end up with 12. Now, to find the number of days, all we need to do now is to find the grand total of all these numbers. And how would that be? So 7 plus 5 would be 12, 12 plus 6 would be 18, 18 plus 2 would be 20. So over here 20, 2 plus 2 would be 4, 4 plus 6 would be 10, 10 plus 6 would be 16, and plus 1, 17. And finally, 3 plus 1 would be 4, 4 plus 3, 7. We would have 770 days. Okay, now in real life, does this happen? Yes, why not? A construction company could take a couple of years to complete a project, a housing project. So they could say, we'll start in 5th December and our expected time to complete this project would be 12th January 2021. So it does happen in real life and you must be able to calculate, assuming maybe, you know, we never know what you're going to do in the future or what kind of situation you're going to be facing. So be ready. And this is an example. Take note that sometimes certain years can be a leap year. So with that, I will end today's session. I hope you have learned. So click the like, subscribe button and like the video and hit the bell button, I suppose. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.